Here I have a 1970s, early 70s. It's a Grand Prix. It's got a model on there. 8-track. Hopefully, I don't think it's gonna make it any easier to get off. Right here's the problem. Bring that rag. There it is. It's out of its. See a little notch there? That's supposed to clip in somehow, and it won't just go back in there. There's the notch right there where it's supposed to fit in, but it's not going in there. Something's holding it back. It seems to be fine other than that. So that's all that's really wrong with this turntable. I did have an issue where the needle didn't go all the way down. Now you can see that it does. I just lubricated this shaft here. Cleaned and lubricated it. It's probably got to be done deeper inside, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. So I guess right now, I'll probably want to put some clean and put rejuvenator on that idler wheel. It's plastic because it. There, she wants to come out of there. So be very careful not to loose it. And there it is. Now let's see how easy it is. Right? Don't tell me it's going to come off that easy. I ain't had one in a long time come. Yes, sirree. I ain't had one in a long time come out. Now let me see what this thing looks like when I stick it back in there. See if I can see anything. Yeah, it's almost like it's hitting that plate right there. I wonder if that would work. I could try it. See what happens. Alright, round 33. Let's go automatic. Oh shoot. Aren't they supposed to be opening up? It's not releasing. And it ain't going in automatic. Automatic. Come on. There she goes. Arms lifting up. Record is not releasing. Let's see if she take it all the way over and see if she. Yeah, it's coming back over. All right. Hey, baby. So that thing, stop this thing, is not what it is correct up to be. All right, I'm just gonna put it on automatic. It's already there. It ain't gonna release a record, but if she lands in that spot, oh, it's gonna turn off because I think. No. Always the problem, huh? Oh, God, it's so close. There it is. We'll try something. I think I can get that out of there. And I can record right at this point. And then this way. There we go. And then we'll just unplug it. There it is. I'll get it cleaned up and figured out. Okay, got the spindle in there. Not sure if it's going to work, but I don't see why it wouldn't. I took the cam off. What do I do with that cam? I don't want to lose that snap ring. E-clip, I think that's called, because it's got that little notch on it. I call that an E-clip. Well, glad I did. It came off really easy. It's nice lubricated as far as whatever they use. But this little bearing right here on top is not turning. Let's see if I can turn that up to show you. There's a little bearing right here. This moves back and forth. And it's not turning. So I got to get that off there with some pliers, perhaps. Maybe. I don't like putting pliers on it, but got to get it off. Hope he didn't Loctite that. Looks. I think somebody's been in here because it's. I think it might be turning. I don't know if it's turning or not. It's turning, but it's got to go free. I should be able to turn it in my hand. It's supposed to clean. Well, it's working its way in there, I think. Not free enough yet, but it's definitely turning. And that oil went somewhere. Try some more of this. It's on my way. I'm gonna put it in on a side like that. Maybe it'll work its way in. A little more on the top won't hurt. And then just continue with this until I can turn it by my hand. And I think that's going to do it. Yep. Still got some work. It should turn freer than that. There it goes. There it is. Easy peasy. Now I'll show you how it turns. See it now, how it turns. I hope you can see that. It's turning freely. Or my imagination, no, I can turn it, guys. It's turning freely. Just gummed up, bring it back and forth. I'm just doing nothing there, I guess. Alright, now that's turning freely. I can put the cam back on. I'm not going to grease it because it's got adequate. A little more than my synthetic. While I'm in there, I don't want to go back at it. Man, does that turn so easy now. One finger, I can turn it all the way around. Okay, let's go with the cam back on. With the cam now, this is free. There's a part with no teeth on it that goes, but when you get it, you got to make sure that cam, this little guy that I did here, it catches that. I'm going to wipe off my grease. There, maybe maybe too muchy. Somewhere around that area. And again, one with no teeth. The space facing the spindle. I gotta find that. There it is now. It's not on because that little guy here. Gotta find that happy medium, I guess. Go from the bottom. Deal with it. There it is. Now let's see if we can toy with it. There it is. And there it is. See how it came back and snapped back? Now what I do with that snap ring? Ooh, I could have lost that. The E-clip on, I would say, on this one. I'm sure it's not all the way. It looks good. Part with no teeth go right there. Okay, let me get some pliers. I'd rather have these, maybe. And that snapped right in place. These are lint-free caps here. That's good. And I might go over it a second time. Gotta get the ends. That's where really you got your actual, let's see, on this side, and I'll go over it again in about well, it's all wet. Get the ends, that's important. Sides, I mean. A little dirty. Not bad, but yeah, it's got dirt on it. Yeah, I got plenty on there. I could just have at it. Should be plenty. Let that sit for a while. Alright, grease this up a little bit. I want to get some where under this bearing a little bit. I could take it out and do it, but it ain't really dirty and it's spinning so well. Looks like it's missing a ball bearing, if you ask me, but that's just the way they're placed. Just a little bit on that, not too much. That's good enough. Now the under part. That little ball bearing. I just want to get where, not a lot, not even that, just places that rub together. Where is that little ball bearing that's in there? It's in there. Right there it is. If I can get it in there. Probably too much right there, but see if I can get it in there. Just a touch here, and that's all. I mean, just little as possible. Definitely here. And then under this thing, that's good. We gotta, let's lay this record holder down, and we gotta get this in there. Wipe this off a little bit. All floor plastic. Bring it out some if I can. I got all four spring hold. So we got to get this back into there, and there it is. Got to be in there. All right, let's turn it around and put that other clip back on. Spring here, so it goes over that. Hoping that'll work. I think I've done that before. I don't remember. Let me get down on my knees. Okay, I can see it now. I just gotta spring it open. Go over that, and we're on. That was painless. We are on. Can't come up and out. Very good. Okay, guys. This is patent, general patent. You're not going to probably dig this. Guy cusses a little bit. All right, now let's put it on phono. Right. All right, we know that's tape, so there's phono there. All right, we got it on 33. Thinking we got it. This does not work that way. All right, start, and it turns. I don't know. Hopefully this will work now. Ready to grab it if it don't come down. It does. Now how are you gonna land? It did.
Remember that no bastard ever won a war by dying for his country. He won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die for his country.
This guy's crazy.
And all this stuff you've heard about America not wanting to fight, wanting to stay out of the war, is a lot of horse dung.
Horse dung.
Americans traditionally love to fight. All real Americans love the sting of battle.
I don't think so, pal.
When you were a kid, you all admired the champion marble shooter, the fastest runner, big league ball player, the toughest boxer. Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a man who lost and laughed. That's why Americans have never lost and will never lose a war. Because the very thought of losing is hateful to Americans. Now,
Yeah, like Vietnam.
an army is a team. It lives, eats, sleeps, fights as a team. This individuality stuff is a bunch of crap. The bilious bastards who wrote that stuff about individuality for the Saturday Evening Post don't know anything more about real battle than they do about fornicating.
He's an idiot, I tell you.
Now we have the finest food and equipment, the best spirit, and the best men in the world. You know, thank God, I actually pity those poor bastards we're going up against. By God, I do. We're not just going to shoot the bastards. We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy Hun bastards by the bushel.
This guy is.
Some of you boys, I know, are wondering whether or not you're kicking out under fire. Don't worry about it. I can assure you that you will all do your duty. The Nazis are the enemy. Wade into them. Spill their blood. Shoot them in the belly. When you put your hand into a bunch of goo that a moment before was your best friend's face, you know what to do. Now, there's another thing I want you to remember. I don't want to get any messages saying that we are holding our position. We're not holding anything. Let the Hun do that. We are advancing constantly, and we're not interested in holding on to anything except the enemy. We're going to hold on to him by the nose, and we're going to kick him in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of him all the time, and we're going to go through him like crap through a goose. There's one thing that you men will be able to say when you get back home. And you may thank God for it. 30 years from now, when you're sitting around your fireside with the grandson on your knee, and he asks you, what did you do in the Great World War II? You won't have to say, well, I shoveled shit in Louisiana. All right, now you sons of bitches, you know how I feel.
Okay, guys, this is it. Let's see. This is going
I
on.
would be proud.
That was General Patton, where he uses communist guts to grease their tanks. I know that you'd like to probably hear this whole record, but it's. I think this might be. I don't hope not. What is it? I like stuff like this. Now we're gonna put this on 45. This one's from MacArthur. I like him a lot better. This is General MacArthur Douglas. MacArthur, General of the Army, 1951. Okay. All right. Let's see if that works on that one. I don't know. I thought I'm lucky, but I might have to change. Hey, it's looking.
In this situation, it becomes vital that our own country orient its policies in consonance with this basic evolutionary condition rather than pursue a course blind to the reality that the colonial era is now past and the Asian peoples covet the right to shape their own free destiny. What they seek now is friendly guidance, understanding.
Let's see if she automatically cuts out. There it goes. I should have tried it with a 33, but if that works on this 45, it'll work. And then lock. That's it. It works. Yes. Thank you, Mr. MacArthur. Alrighty. Now we can put this C-clip back on and call it a repair. I think I use these for that type of crap. Let me see. If I don't get it to go flying. And there it is. It's in there. And look how that turns. It will just... That's why I didn't put much grease in it. I didn't clean it that great. I mean, it wasn't really needing that cleaning. So now everything is working. I don't have the cover for it. Noise has been getting noisy again, so thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time with another project.